What really happened to Lil Nas X the night he ended up in the hospital? One of the most unpredictable, headline-grabbing stars of the last decade was suddenly found wandering the streets of Los Angeles in the early hours of the morning, nearly naked, disoriented, and wearing nothing but cowboy boots. Within hours, he was hospitalized, arrested, and trending everywhere. The shocking turn of events has left fans questioning whether this was a genuine medical crisis, a sign of something much deeper, or even part of a chaotic publicity stunt. But to understand why this incident hits so hard, we need to look not just at that bizarre night, but also at the unraveling signs in his personal life, his health struggles earlier this year, and his roller coaster career that has never been far from controversy. It all started around 4 a.m. in Studio City, California. Multiple witnesses spotted a man wandering through the streets, shirtless, wearing only underwear and cowboy boots. It didn't take long for people to recognize the man as none other than Lil Nas X, the Grammy-winning rapper behind one of the biggest songs in music history. But this wasn't the confident, camera-ready Nas fans were used to. According to eyewitnesses, he looked out of place, confused, and restless. Several bystanders reported his behavior to 911, telling police there was a naked man walking through the street. One witness even caught him on video, casually walking along the sidewalk before picking up an orange traffic cone, placing it on his head, and claiming he was on the way to a party. The video quickly spread online, a surreal moment that left fans both laughing nervously and deeply concerned. And as police arrived on the scene, things went from bizarre to alarming. When officers finally located him, reports say the situation escalated quickly. Instead of calmly approaching, Lil Nas X allegedly charged at police officers. That sudden move resulted in him being taken into custody on suspicion of battery on a police officer, a misdemeanor charge. But even as he was arrested, something seemed off. Paramedics on the scene suspected a possible overdose and insisted he be transported to a local hospital before being booked. It wasn't the mugshot that hit social media first. It was the footage of him being escorted away by police, paired with the wild stories of his behavior that night. But here's where the story takes an even stranger turn. After being treated at the hospital, he was later discharged, only to be officially booked at the Van Nuys jail just before noon that same day. The question everyone's asking is, what exactly happened in those hours, and what triggered this collapse? Officially, no representative for Lil Nas X has confirmed what caused his hospitalization, but first responders suspected a possible overdose. That phrase, possible overdose, immediately fueled speculation. Was this a case of substances, exhaustion, or something else entirely? The internet did what it always does. It filled in the blanks with rumor after rumor. Some fans jumped to the conclusion that he had taken something before going out. Others suggested it might have been a mental breakdown or a panic episode misinterpreted by police. What we know is that he was stabilized at the hospital, released later that morning, and then processed at Van Nuys jail. But the mystery surrounding why he was wandering the streets at dawn, half-dressed, erratic, and unrecognizable from the confident superstar we're used to, is what really has people talking. And if this felt like a sudden crisis, the truth is that warning signs had already been there earlier this year. Back in April 2025, Lil Nas X shared a deeply personal health update with fans that had many worried. From a hospital bed, he posted a video revealing that he had lost control of the right side of his face. In the clip, he admitted he couldn't laugh or smile properly, saying, "It's like what the F asterisk asterisk K. I can't even laugh right, bro." Fans immediately feared it might be linked to something like Bell's palsy or another neurological issue. At the time, he tried to play it down, but the video left an impression. Here was an artist who built his career on charisma, expression, and bold visuals, suddenly unable to perform something as basic as a full smile. Combine that with the constant pressures of fame, and it painted a picture of a superstar quietly dealing with more than he was letting on. And when you place it alongside what happened in Studio City this week, fans can't help but connect the dots. So when news broke that he had been hospitalized, fans didn't just see it as a random event. They tied it into the narrative of a superstar under pressure. On social media, reactions split into two camps. Some fans were deeply worried. They pointed to his health scare in April, his open comments about feeling irrelevant, and the strange circumstances of his arrest. To them, this wasn't funny. It was a cry for help. Others, however, weren't convinced. Some speculated that the entire thing might be part of a publicity stunt leading up to his rumored new album, Dream Boy. After all, wiping his Instagram clean and dropping cryptic hints about new music lined up eerily close with this chaotic incident. The truth? Right now, it's impossible to say. All we know for certain is that he was hospitalized, treated, arrested, and released. Everything else, whether it was substances, stress, or staged, remains in the realm of speculation. As of now, neither Lil Nas X nor his team have made any official statement about the suspected overdose or the bizarre behavior that led to his arrest. And that silence only fuels the conversation. Is this the unraveling of one of pop culture's most daring artists? Or is it simply another unpredictable moment in a career that's been built on shocking the world at every turn? What's clear is that Lil Nas X has never played by the rules. And whether this was a serious health scare or another spectacle, fans can't look away. Because with Lil Nas X, you never know if you're watching a meltdown or the start of his next big move.